Hi everyone. So today we've got a little bit of a different kind of a father of the bride speech. We've got a three fathers tribute because, as you all know, Alice does things slightly differently to everyone else. So her dad Jamie raised her through her first 16 years, and from the start she's been full of energy, determination and more than a little mischief. They enjoyed trips together to the driving range, and he remembers her unbelievable bravery when in a freak accident she broke a ring finger when she was riding a horse bow. For most people, a fractured finger is just an inconvenience, but she actually snapped it and it was on backwards. So she had to have several operations to straighten it, and I remember him saying that he wondered if she'd ever get a wedding ring on it. But here she is today, straight finger, engagement ring and a wedding ring, and married to Luke. Alice worked really hard at school and she made her dad proud, getting 12 GCSEs, and after trying a few different jobs she eventually decided to train as a barber. Dad wasn't convinced at first. Like most dads, he quickly learned that when a daughter as strong-willed as Alice decides she wants to do something, then there's no stopping her. And of course, she did know best. And she smashed it. She was right to do it because her business is absolutely thriving, and her dad couldn't be prouder, and I know that. Just out of interest, raise your hand if Alice has actually given you a fresh trim for today. I think that deserves a round of applause. Her dad's dad, Grandad Eric, saw Alice as the apple of his eye, as did Grandad Barry and Grandma Dorothy. She adored you too. And although they're not here in person, I'm absolutely sure they are here, and they're bursting with pride to see you get married to Luke. They adored him. So then we move on to Alice's stepdad Lee, dad number 2. He came into her life and stepped up at a time when she was in her party years. And let's just say that I think quite a lot of the friends know this, that they perhaps started a few years sooner than they should have done. Where's Wendy Cooper? So, yeah, they were a bit crazy to say the least, but Lee was there to help shelter her, guide her and support her with his kind and gentle nature and his amazing sense of humour. And it wasn't long before Lee was actually challenged, but he made a very wise decision and he agreed to let Alice bring Ace home as a puppy. So Ace has been Alice's shadow. And of course it would not have been right for him not to be here today. So now we've got 2 dads. And I think they can recollect more than a couple of escapades in the early days when Luke came along, because akin to the infamous Bonnie and Clyde, and we won't go into much detail, thankfully the partnership settled into one where they actually do balance each other perfectly. Alice brings fun, excitement, dreams, and sometimes drama. And Luke brings undivided attention, unconditional love, and the calm that Alice needs. He really does complement her energy. And today, when you were stood there at the front, Luke, I've got to say my favourite part of the day was just seeing you hold her in your eyes. It was absolutely stunning. And a mum could not wish that for the daughter. That a man would actually cherish her like that, so I'm not going to cry. So, moving on to Dad 3, Luke's dad Paul, who now finally is a father-in-law. He's watched the relationship grow with much pride, from spending family holidays together in Spain and America to the everyday moments. He's seen how Alice brings out the very best in his son Luke. Paul already thinks of Alice as his daughter, and he's enjoyed helping her to fulfill a dream of owning her own barbershop. And he's built the interior basically with his joinery and expertise, not to mention the business support. So it did really take 3 men, Jamie, Lee and Paul, to help guide Alice along the way. Each dad proud, each dad honoured, and each dad occasionally shaking the head in disbelief at your quirks and adventures. So, here she is, from a little lady to a beautiful bride. The start of a brand new chapter as Luke's wife. Luke, the truth is you have done well. Young man, you clearly know how lucky you are, and please, 3 dads ask you, please take good care of her. Protect her, laugh with her, and keep joining in those escapades, making those happy memories. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses to the bride and groom, Alice and Luke. And I will now hand the mic over. I'll take my hat off now.
Okay, let's get a round of applause for Luke.
Oh, it's not you. Oh, you've got to wait a bit longer.
Alright. Relax. Don't think we'll follow that, but I'll try. So, what? Hi everyone. Thank you for coming, obviously. Thank you for coming for this special day, to celebrate the wedding, me and Alice. Very, very special day. I might tear up, I don't know.
Aww.
I didn't plan on tearing up, but I might tear up. I just jumped straight into it. So I say thank you to the best man, my brother, James.
Start with the language.
Everything he's done for me. Right. Thank you to the best man, Brother James, for everything he's done for me. Really big, great brother. Everything you've done for me over the years. Everything you've done as a groomsman. I love you. Thank you for everything you've done. See you that. Thank you to the groomsmen. Some of which I've known since I was in year 4, 4-year-old. Yeah, reception. Literally, a lot of teachers, a lot of people said that, over the years, when we grew up together in primary school, that we won't be together when we go into high school, we won't be together when we leave high school. And every single one of the groomsmen that I've known since primary school have all been with me from the start to the finish, and they're all here today. A big shout out to Ella as well. Where's Ella? Ella. Big shout out to Ella, being the best friend to Alice, as you are, but also, best friend to Ella. And also the best maid of honour this should ever have. She just came to me and said, you've done the best job, you're the best friend, and I'm really grateful for that. So thank you very much. And the bridesmaids, by the way, and the bridesmaids. Don't forget the bridesmaids. All the bridesmaids, thank you very much. Really, you've done an absolute phenomenal job. Alice has been over the moon. I can't thank you all enough. Thank you to our mum and dad. The help towards the wedding, which has been a big help. But also through life, Like the way you brought me up, the way you treated us, the love, the guidance, everything made me the man.
Alex, give him a kiss.
Thank you for everything that you've done, make me am today. To be a great husband to Alice. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Doing all right, doing all right.
Where am I? Thank you to Andrea and Lee. Andrea took me in, one of her own. Always showed me love. Lee as well. I can't thank him enough for showing me the support, the guidance. As a, just thank you. I'm flopping now. I just skip to Alice now. Stop it. So, I didn't believe in love at first sight, but I feel like love at first sight found me. Everyone, all my best mates for Greensburg know that growing up I weren't a girlfriend type. I wasn't. She walked into my life and flipped the whole world upside down. She's the most beautiful person I've ever known, inside and out. She's a rock. She's my best friend, and I couldn't live without her. I didn't think I was going to cry. Sandy, she's the most beautiful woman I've ever known. She's the strongest person I've ever known. And I could not imagine going through life without you. I love you so much. It's going to end it there. I love you. On to the next. That's right, Best man! James! Oh, God. Bloody hell.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
First of all, I want to thank you all for being here today. For those who don't know me, well, I think you're wrong with him. I'm James, Luke's older brother, better looking brother.
Sounds like it.
Thank you all for celebrating this wonderful occasion of Luke and Alice's wedding today. Before we go any further, Alice, you are absolutely stunning. And Luke, you look alright.
Thanks.
What occasion today is, and for one, I'm deeply honoured to be stood here. I've been given this very special role with your best man. As a best man, we talk about the groom, the person he is, the man he's become, him growing up, his attributes, the most preferential treatment, him getting away with everything, all the lights, all the heat. That's why this is a wrong speech also. But that's what we're going for. Well, to start off, I met Luke when I was 3. My mum and dad introduced us. It was very unexpected at the time. Because I didn't have a clue what was going on with me. I was enjoying being king of the castle. Been waiting on hand and foot. gift when you crash the party. You very quickly become my brother, my best friend, my partner in crime. We stood side by side for 27 years, being in each other's shadows, and I've been very lucky to have a brother like you. And so you, because you've got a brother like me. But seriously, I couldn't ask for a better brother. With us only being 3 years apart, it never felt like you were my little brother. You were just my best friend. You always had that close bond, and I'm sure you're lucky. A lot of people don't get that in life. We had a cracking childhood, always together, always doing stuff, rolling about with our friends, getting up to no good. Always outside, getting into places where we shouldn't be. Going out in the early morning, disappearing into the field, behind our house, not servicing until tea time, covered in mud, head to toe. Mum and Dad can attest to that, and especially now, in the 60s, 40s, sorry about that. Spending time on our bikes, scooters, on the street, trying to become X Games gold medalists. For the best straight on playing football on the street with all our mates thinking it was Champions League final. Kicking the ball and trying to hit every car on the street.
Failed at that.
We have a big success. But just love being kids. We're always side by side, and that's a special thing. We're very competitive growing up with each other, and still are. But back then, Dad was always a target, and that's what drove us to become the best at something. And that'll never change. I feel like that's the kind of man that you turned out to be. You're always driven to make something of yourself, what more in life. For yourself, and for now your wife, Alice. Maybe for the family soon, that's coming soon, never know. But back to Dad. Being the one that we always wanted to be, and who we look up to. These days, I think we surpassed him in everything that we're doing. Oh no, sorry, he's got the Mexico Marie Curie table tennis championship. But we're going to get that for you one day.
Never forget that. Never forget that.
Never forget that. But that's always been good for us, always been driving us to get better as people and in life. Our Friday nights at Nan's we've had now. Which always ended up looking like a gladiator set or total white party for a week. With cushions, duvets, ropes everywhere. I think there was a snake pit there somewhere.
Crutches.
A friend of mine was routine was full set. I remember how getting her ass kicked sometimes, but kicking her ass most of the time. I don't know how she did it, but I'll tell you what, I'm not asking her now. But there's nothing more important between us than who would be named challenger on the night of the winner. I think you get it. Sorry, one sec.
Go on, dude! Doing well.
You are, you're
I think
smashing
you've got a
it.
few more wins under your belt than back then, but not these days.
Doubt
Go there.
We can finally admit today, I'm the best man standing. So don't forget a bit of mischief from time to time. Like the time we got through the injury on the cruise ship.
it.
Which, for some reason, we thought was a good idea. We probably definitely committed some sort of crime together. And the time we were jumping off the electricity substation roof on the field and we had the whole power to the street.
Christmas Day, by the way.
I think it's FA Cup.
Guys, FA Cup final. Prime time Sunday meal.
We probably moved the whole estate to Sunday lunch.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure we're going up yet, but we'll always be side by side. Out of the two of us, Luke, especially on holidays, Luke was the one that got involved in the kids' activities. Little mini discos. Every 6 o'clock there, Mum and Dad sat there watching, dancing his little out.
Still do that now, like.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's always been more sociable with us too. Always the type of person you want to be around, the type of guy you want to be your friend. And that shows, even though we have two friendship groups, they've always felt like one. It shows with boys and girls here today. Your boys, my boys. You all want it to be is to celebrate the biggest day of your life. They love you, everyone loves you. That's a testament to the sort of man that you are. I'm very proud to be your brother. Moving on to the more better looking one of the couple. Alice. I'm sure everyone agrees you look absolutely beautiful today.
Yeah. Unreal. Even with this, unreal.
Luke and I was 9 years ago when we were hanging out with mutual friends. They soon got each other's eye and started chatting, and that's the man that started their journey together. They continued seeing each other unofficially, whatever that means. On one of the 3 occasions, Andrew asked Alice, looking at Luke, saying, "Who's that?" Nodding towards Luke. After a few months of dating, Alice being in driving force that we all know that she is, said to Luke, "Are you going to make it official there?" You're taking your time, lad. So girlfriend and boyfriend started. Then they got engaged in New York. They got Luke proposed in Central Park. They're doing in style these two. Don't mess about with it. Since then, they've been planning their big day. It's ironic and only known to us at the time that Alice lived on the same street as us, not the same estate as us, all them years ago. Even having pictures on the, what was it, the Golden Jubilee?
Yeah.
Me and Luke on the picture, and little Alice running in the background there. And then,
That's my bad.
20 years later, we'll be sat here today celebrating this great day.
Oh, should we clap?
Alice, since you come into his life, you made him a happy man, majority of the time. This little wand arrived and blew away. The qualities you have that Luke values the most, which is your love, your respect, your loyalty to family, your drive, and your motivation. You support each other in times of need and inspire each other and go through new adventures every day. You both know where you want to go in life, your successful careers, running your own businesses, buying your own home together, or with your little boy alongside you, who's currently asleep by the way. Am I that boring, Ace?
Is that you asleep?
That's you asleep?
Wake up! Wrap it up! There you go.
Day one hour is fitting perfectly into our family, and we couldn't imagine a life without you in it. You love nothing more than together, spending time with family gatherings, holidays together, cards up on Leaside Avenue, singing karaoke with Paul, singing Dua Lipa and Elton John, which we're definitely going to get tonight as well. I'm sure all this will continue when you start your own family. So I'd like to finish now by saying, today is the start of your best adventure, married life. How excited? You excited?
Very.
Don't sound too confident.
He's shocking at a minute. He's shocking at a minute.
So we wish you a wonderful wedding day, and for all those who love you and celebrate with you today, a lifetime of love and happiness together as husband and wife.
Mad in it.
I'd like to say a toast, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in toasting to wish Luke and Alice a lifetime of love and happiness.
A lifetime of love and happiness. Oh.
Stand
Oh,
up.
Nan's lost the chair.
Right, here we go, fellas. I want to stand the fire and the reason for their role today as well. Being given that role to show reflection of what you mean to the others. The only girls look fabulous too, and the boys you look alright. Struck the part, struck the part. So to finish, everyone, on behalf of Luke and Alice, thank you all for joining us today, and we wish you a wonderful celebration. Enjoy your day today.
Well done, lad. Come here.
For those who don't know me, I'm Shay, clearly the emotional one. Well, where do I even begin? 23 years and somehow still going strong. It started in reception, the early memories of Nan picking me up from school, always with a spare Kit Kat at hand, every Friday. I remember that, don't you worry. From Soccer City to Paul and Jackie driving us to Cornwall, the late night Bones parties, also known as Skate Up for use with the dirty minds, by the way. That's not us just having a laugh, the lads, you know. I never forget the day I started secondary school. I was late and in true Shay fashion, nervous and regretting life, kind of like now, you know. I walked into Form Y3 and lo and behold, Luke jumped up shouting, "Where have you been?" And I was like, I'm never getting rid of him. Fucking hell, you know what I mean? So, then we've got caught. The first time we met was at Mackey's of all places. You strolled in with one of your mates, blurred out, "I need the toilet," as women do. "Are you coming with?" She walks off and I heard her say, "Are we playing battleships?" And I was like, what is going on? Somehow, we became friends after that. Throughout the years, we've laughed, we've cried, we've smiled and we've shined. But we did it together. Anyways, enough reminiscing. I'll leave the rest to the boys. I wish the bride and the groom all the best, and no doubt you'll catch me later and I won't look like this. Cheers. Who's next?
Wow, my heart's racing. I've known Luke way back when he had a mushroom trim, riding his scooter, and his experience with girls was pretty much non-existent, just like his top lip. We've shared a lot of memories over the years together, but he's asked me not to get too detailed and embarrass him, but since I'm incapable of that, I'm best off not talking about them. But all I can say is you've always been there for me, and I'll always love you like a brother. As for the first time I met Cot, was at a house party. We became good friends as we both had a lot of things in common. Wearing boys' clothes and getting fucked. Although they might have had their ups and downs over the years, I am glad that they finally come together and decided to get married. So here's to the bride and groom. Lucky I scrapped the last part of my speech out.
Finally got a mic! Jesus Christ!
Sorry, I'm
Literally, it was aiming for the full speech then.
Fuck me, man, that's racist.
I first like to mention that not everyone can say they've got a handsome, clever, hard-working, physically fit and emotionally intelligent friend. Luke's lucky 'cause he's got 5 of them right here. Now, before I start talking about the Samson Man, I'd like to say a big thank you to Luke and Cop for involving us in your session today. I'll be going to speak for everyone when I say you've done an amazing job of putting this all together. And considering 99% of the time I see you wearing a tracksuit, you're looking absolutely radiant. I've known Luke for over 20 years now. That's 75% of my life so far, which is wild when you think about it, because that's 7 years more than my own brother. And during that time, I've learned 4 things about Mr. Gloucester. 1, he's annoyingly good at every sport, which is both admirable and also extremely annoying. When every birthday party I've gone to has been sport related, I swear you just do it to make it look bad. He's surprisingly very innovative. As Luke ever told anyone about his idea to put windscreen wipers on solar panels. Oh, don't say that! It's a £1 billion idea.
Marvin Benidorm.
Everyone's signed an NDA before the leavers, right? So, he's the most laid-back person I've ever met. This is the person I go to when I ask for relationship advice, because the way he handles domestics is something to be studied. And 4, and it's the most important, he's the best friend that a man could ever ask for. I must admit, I was very nervous about doing this speech today, but then I realised I'm talking about someone who I've known for as long as I can remember. Luke is someone that I look up to. Well, not quite literally. But you know what I'm talking about.
It's hard.
He's the kind of person who challenges me to be better, and no matter what, he's always had my back. He's not just a friend, he's family, and that crossed. And he crossed that line a long time ago. I couldn't be prouder of the man that's standing here today. To my brother, I love you more than anything.
Well, Adam. Quick one. Nice little pit stop.
I'm not a man of many words.
Pass it back.
I can't make many years. Luke and Cop, I love you both. And to watch you both up there today glowing will be a special moment I remember. So, congratulations. And thank you for having me.
Good, Adam.
Fucking hell! That was fucking a lot. Anyway, good evening everyone. Voice is loud now. But right, time for the main event. I saved the best to last, so here we go. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Luke and Clark, not on their marriage, but just for making it this far. If anyone knows me, I'm Bennett, aka Elliot. Probably the funniest out of the group, I must say. But this is not the Bennett show, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll move on from that. So I guess I'll have to tell you a little bit about the bride and groom. I've known Luke for about 10 years now. Made some funny memories along the way. Some that I can mention today, like going into the back of the field behind his house, building tree houses, and sitting in his loft playing Xbox like proper fucking virgins. I looked around at that point and I thought, fucking hell, none of us are getting married ever. But here we are today. Here we are today. He's sat there right now. He's sat there. He was playing God in his loft like a fucking virgin.
Why did he hold it so well?
But anyway, the other things I can't mention today, so I'll keep it PG. Anyway, we want to cut. I'll say no cut about it. I'll say about time. From the treacherous journeys around Carrington and Brighton. Sorry, Andrea. But her house pies was one of the best in town. Like literally, fucking hell. I'm surprised we even survived that era. But anyway, it was like a different genre of music every floor, like you just never wanted to be in the basement. But that was memories that lasted forever. And I could go on about all the times we've had, but it's about what? 5 to 5 now, and United won at half 5, so I'm not going to go on about all that, so obviously I've got to watch the boys. So all I've got to say is, I wish the best for both of you for many years to come, and it was an honour for me to be picked as a groomsman, and I love you both so much. And the best thing, I wish you all the best, like, you both got professional careers, and like, you've got your own shop, and like you've got your own.
It's getting a bit giddy now. It's getting a bit giddy now.
Yes, I've got the let's go. Anyway, raise a toast to Luke and Alice Gloucester. Hey! There we go. Right, let's get Bennett.
Alright, done now, sir. Aye. That weren't too bad.